COVID-19 and a severe cold snap. Two factors that together are making daily life harder for the homeless of cities right across the country, including Montreal. Today, that city renewed its state of emergency, and it sounds like help may be on the way. Lindsay Richardson joins us from our Montreal studio with the latest. Lindsay, thanks for being with us. We understand there's been another death in the homeless community this week.
Yeah, Dennis, and this is believed to be the third exposure-related death since early 2021. Now, you might remember at that time, Raphael Andre was the first death of 2021. His body was found in a portable toilet in the Milton Park neighborhood. And just a few weeks ago, Elisapi Pugatu's body was found in a construction site near Cabot Square. Most recently this week, the body of a 74-year-old man known only as Michael was found in a tent where he was camped out under a major Montreal overpass. We don't have coroner's reports for any of these three deaths, but it's definitely reigniting conversations about the resources that are and aren't available in Montreal, pandemic or during the winter time.
Right across the country, we seem to be seeing issues with shelters. What's the shelter situation like there right now?
It's an interesting situation here in Montreal. The shelters seem to be caught between two realities. While there is shelter space available, there is also an active COVID-19 outbreak among the homeless population. According to public health statistics, there are about 250 cases at last count. So while the shelters are trying to respect hygiene measures and trying to respect population caps, they're also being urged by public health and Quebec government officials to actually accommodate more clients so that people are not stuck outside during the cold snap, which is only expected to get worse in the next week. We spoke to Projet Autochtone du Québec, one such organization, who confirmed that they've been accepting more clients than usual. But some good news in that area: as of next week, they'll have a bigger 24-hour shelter, which includes a warmed outdoor space where clients can consume. The need for these wet shelters has been expressed for years and extensively in our coverage of the homelessness issue here in Montreal. But it's not so easy to put permanent solutions in place. We spoke to their Director General, and this is what she had to say about how that plays out.
We were blocked for several months because of zoning issues, because there's no zone that really allows for a shelter without special permits, and those special permits can take months and months. It was only when the City of Montreal reinstated the state of emergency in November that they were able to actually requisition a hotel, meaning the city comes in and says, because of the state emergency, we're going to take your hotel and use it for homelessness services.
So, Lindsay, we know the state of emergency is unlocking crisis resources for urban Indigenous folks. How else are they pitching in?
Well, in the last week, right away, we've seen several hotels requisitioned and converted to temporary housing for the homeless, including 300 or more isolation beds put into place in a soccer stadium in Montreal's East End. But even putting these emergency resources in place opens up more short-term issues that need to be addressed. For example, the City of Montreal is putting out an extensive, widespread call for staff, for intervention workers, people to essentially help out in these emergency hot shelters. So they're hoping to bring on hundreds of people within the next couple of weeks to try to mitigate the potential damage of this situation.
Troubling stuff indeed. Lindsay, appreciate you taking some time for us here again today.
Thanks so much, Dennis.